Voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160. And in the studio with me this morning, Doug Steve is here. Doug is a guy that I see running up and down the court with a striped shirt and a whistle in his mouth a lot this time of the year. He's always been involved in sports and in a big way with the Indiana County Sports Hall of Fame, and that's why he's here today. Our conversation brought to you by Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Doug, good morning.
Good morning, Todd. And it's always a pleasure to be in as a guest on your show. And this morning we're going to announce our 2022 induction class.
Yeah, this is exciting news. I'm really looking forward to this. What you got?
Well, our 38th annual banquet will be Sunday, May 22nd at the Rustic Lodge. We'll have one final banquet there at the Rustic Lodge this year. Mm-hmm. So Sunday, May 22nd, tickets will start going on sale probably around the 1st of April for the induction banquet. So we have a great class this year. I'll announce this year's class. We have 8 inductees and 1, Mindy Sawtelle-Zatula, requested a delay from last year to this year due to the pandemic. So Mindy will be going in this year. She's been an Indiana resident since 1996, went to IUP, an 8-time All-American at IUP in cross country, qualified for the 2000 Olympic trials in the marathon, has won various major marathons, 16 of them, and half marathons, 22, beginning in 1999 through 2019. She's been already inducted into the IUP Sports Hall of Fame in 2016, the Pittsburgh Marathon Hall of Fame in 2018, and she has personal records of 2 hours, 46 minutes, and 13 seconds in the marathon, and 1 hour, 20 minutes, 16 seconds in the half marathon. So Mindy Sawtelle-Zatula will be going in this year's class.
Any chance you can get her to slow down long enough to go to the banquet?
She is going to go to the banquet, so we may have to get a track going around the Rustic Lodge there. But no.
A few years ago, I was at a restaurant and she was there as well. And sometimes you hear things as she walked by. She was talking to somebody, and she was leaving the restaurant with her family. They were going home in the car. She was going to run home.
That's something right there. So she'll be inducted this year. Our remaining inductees, alphabetically, Bob Carmo from Blairsville area. He was an all-around great athlete. He played 6 years in the Philadelphia Phillies organization from 1958 to 63. He batted better than 300 twice, including 320 in 1961. Career batting average of 262 in nearly 2,500 plate appearances. And he also had a football tryout as a punter with the Cleveland Browns. Grandpa Jack Bennett would be happy with that one.
Yes.
He also in high school with Blairsville placed second in the state in the javelin. So Bob Carmo. Mm-hmm. Our next one is Frank Signetti Jr. Frankie graduated from Indiana High School. He spent more than 30 years as an assistant football coach, most of those years as an offense coordinator or quarterbacks coach. He made it to the NFL ranks in 1999 with the Kansas City Chiefs. He's coached Aaron Rodgers and Eli Manning in his stops. So he's coached with the 49ers, the Saints, the Rams, the Giants with Eli Manning, and the Packers. He was Aaron Rodgers, quarterback coach. His college stops include Pitt, IUP, Fresno State, Rutgers, and he is currently the offense coordinator at Boston College. So Frank Signetti Jr.
Absolutely.
And here's a tidbit. He was the last Indiana high school player ever to wear number 31 because after his senior year, they retired it for Jim Nance.
How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So our next inductee, Bob Rado, just retired in the last few years from coaching, but he had more than 500 wins as a boys basketball coach at Marion Center, Indiana, and Homer Center. He's the only coach in the county, in county history, to have more than 100 wins at 3 different schools.
Amazing.
And he also played basketball under the late Carl Davis at IUP, so Bob Rado. Joe Safran from Homer City, a 4-sport letterman at Laurel Lamar High School. He played baseball and football at IUP. He was a freshman pitcher on the 1960 team that went 14-5, set a school record for wins, won the PSAC and NAIA District 30 championships, and advanced to the NAIA World Series. The conference title was IUP's first in 21 years. He played quarterback on the football team and in 1962 went 5-0-1 as the starter. He also played County League baseball and he embarked on a long and distinguished career in the military. So Joe Safran. Here's one, John Waters. He's deceased, so he'll be inducted posthumously. He's from Robindale, Armagh area. He was a unbelievable defensive baseball player. He was compared to the Willie Mays, and even garnished praise from his owner at the time in the minor league baseball. Native of Robindale, played 12 seasons of professional baseball and was teammates with Sparky Anderson,
Wow.
legendary manager. In 1960, when he played for the Toronto Maple Leafs in the Class AAA International League, he was praised by the owner of the team. Waters died in 2006, but why did he never make the leap to the majors? Hitting. He was just not a very good hitter at all. But at the time, the Maple Leafs owner, Jack Kent Cooke, who also owned at one time the LA Lakers, LA Kings, and Washington Redskins, quoted him in saying, "Never in my life have I seen a center fielder play his position as well as Waters." This was in 1960. "I wouldn't care if he hit .001. His fielding ability puts him a notch above Willie Mays. I know that sounds like an awfully flamboyant statement, but he's the most exciting player I've ever owned."
How about that?
So John Waters. And it's great how you find out information about people from the Indiana County area. So our next one is David Weitzel from Marion Center, 12-time letter winner. So 3 letters from 9th grade through 12th grade in cross country, swimming, and track and field. He was a 2-time state qualifier in cross country and 3 times each in track and field and swimming. Won a District 6 championship in cross country and helped lead the team to the district title. Also helped lead the team to the district title in track and won the individual title in the 800 and the relay title in the 3200. The 3200 team relay held the Indiana County record for 35 years. It was just recently broken a few years ago. Our next inductee, our last one, is Dave Woodall, a longtime Indiana girls coach, high school girls basketball coach. He recorded more than 350 wins as a varsity girls coach at Indiana. He led the team to the state finals in 2010, 11 WPIAL section titles. He had coached more than 1,000 games at all levels in his 35 seasons of coaching. So there you have it. So that'll be our class of 8. And again, the banquet will be Sunday, May 22nd at the Rustic Lodge, our 38th annual banquet. And more information will come in the upcoming months. But like I said, tickets will start going on sale in April.
What a great class, and what memories they bring back, man. I bet you Rado and Gator, they'll just swap stories all night long, those two fellas.
Well, what's funny is Dave Woodall was my 9th grade basketball coach. I told him I started it for him back in the day, so it was a long time ago.
And he said it can only get better from here.
Yeah, and I coached under Bob Rado. I was Bob Rado's assistant coach at Indiana for 10 seasons. So again, both of those quality coaches, quality individuals, and as coaches, you love to see those type of people coach the athletes today.
Good guys, good gals involved in that class as well, and it's so good to hear again those stories, and of course they'll be swapping stories for quite some time now. Yes. And everybody, I know that Hall of Fame banquet just must be just a kick to go to, because you get all of these old-time athletes getting back together. And the banquet is not just about the people going in. There's much more to it, isn't there?
No, and we honor a male and female scholar athlete from each of the county high schools. So there are 8 of those, and we re-award them $250 towards their college expenses. So each school is represented by a male and female senior. And we also do local recognition of those who have performed well or have gone above and beyond their athletic talents for the previous year. So it's high school kids, college. Anyone from this local area, we honor them. And we have a special honoree, someone that has done many, many years of service to the youth of this county, and we honor them as well.
Not a broadcaster's wing, though.
Well, we do have some. Grandpa Jack Benedict is in.
Of course.
And Bill Otto was inducted about 5-6 years ago. So your day may be coming, Todd.
Is Ray in?
Ray is in as well.
Ray is
That's
in
right.
as well.
Ray
Yeah.
Goss was one of the first years. The first bank was 1984.
Wow.
And I believe it was held at the old Omni.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe Willie Stargell was the guest speaker.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they had guest speakers back then. But no, it is a great time. I look forward to it each year. It was great getting back doing this last year after having to take a year off with the COVID pandemic. So we're looking forward to one. And Joe Lubold has treated us tremendously at Rustic Lodge. We're looking forward to one final banquet at the Rustic Lodge this May, and it should be a fun time.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, we'll get those profiles posted on our website. I know that folks want to learn more. They can go to the Indiana County Sports Hall of Fame. Is it Facebook or website or both?
It's IndianaCountySportsHall.com. Indiana. And we do have a Facebook page as well, yeah. We probably don't have these inductees up yet. We will be getting them shortly. We wanted to, over the holidays, they were informed before the holidays so they could tell family and friends. And basically, this is the first official announcement of the class of 2022.
Well, what a great class it is. Doug, thanks for coming in and telling us all about it. We appreciate that.
Thank you, and have a great day, Todd.
It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160.